Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. And I thought we would start off today's video at West Mersey, and indeed at West Mersey between platforms 2 and 3, standing on the road watching the trains coming and going, or toing and froing, whichever, yeah, that's between whatever and whichever you prefer. Last time out, we were looking at the Timetable mod, and in the Timetable mod we sorted out the express route to run 4 trains every 15 minutes, although the frequency seems to be, for some bizarre reason, reading at 22 minutes, and I do not understand exactly why that is, but there we go. Perhaps it will sort itself out in time, maybe in this episode, I really do not know. In this video we are going to be continuing with the Timetable mod for part 2, and in this one I'm going to be trying to look at what I need to do with the stopping service, and this is all to do with the main line, so indeed one of the trains or the lines that run through West Mersey. And this is where things could get a little bit interesting, because with the stopping service, it is also on the same line as the express service, meaning that at some of the platforms it will be calling at the same platform, and ideally we do not want it to be calling at the same time. So that is something we need to take into account, and hopefully I should be able to figure that out. If not, things could go wrong, but there we go. That is what this channel is about: detailing, simulation, strategy, survival, all that kind of stuff. Detailing, trying things out, trying to make things as perfect as possible. So make sure you stay tuned. Let's give this a go, and let's see if I can get 2 lines on the Timetable mod running exactly the way I want them to, and perhaps just improving the entire flow of this entire network. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the Timetable mod. Now, I have taken a photo of this timetable setting, so that I am aware as to what does and does not work. Also, before I continue, I just want to attempt to add a few more, and I've just realized that we cannot see all of them, so that could be interesting because I cannot resize this, and so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, we've got 4 there. We could put 5, 6, 7 potentially. I'm actually going to have 6 trains now running the stopping service, which is this one. So just again, I just want to check how many I currently have. I have 2, 4, I have 8 trains running that stopping service, so we're going to be looking for 6 trains to run said service. That could make things a little bit interesting, but the idea is we have a train every 10 minutes for the stopping service. Although if I were to add 2 more trains on, we could have a train running every... we could, in theory, have a train running every 6 minutes. So that is something I need to take into account. Do I want a train to run every 8 minutes? Sorry, every 10 minutes? Or do I want a train to be here every 6 minutes? I think for now, let's do it every 10 minutes. Then perhaps in the future we'll move forward to have it every 6 minutes. I'm just also thinking, what other denominations could I use? Now unfortunately 8 is out of the question, because that is going to then have a 4-minute offset. Although, if I did do that and I had 8 trains running every 8 minutes, that means that there would be a train going at 4 minutes past the hour which would wait for 4 minutes in a station, I could theoretically do it. There is theory to it. Anyway, let's just stick to the whole 10-minute system for now. So, right. So what we need to worry about is departures at Bracknell. Now, we have a 1 minute past the hour departure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this for a 1 minute past the hour arrival and a 2 minutes past the hour departure. So it's always going to be 1 minute behind. Actually, I will do that to a 3 minutes past. Give it a 2 minute buffer. That is important. And then for the first part, we're going to give it the exact same timing. So we have a 4 minute gap to Carnforth. We have a 5 minute gap to Maxfield. We have a 5 minute gap to Early. So those ones have to be the same. So 4, 5, 5. So we'll start with that. So this is going to be 4 minutes. So that's going to be 7 minutes past the hour for the arrival, 8 minutes past for the departure. Then we're going to have a 5 minutes, so that's going to be 13 minutes past arrival, 14 minutes past departure, and then we're going to have another 5 minutes, which is going to be 19 minutes past on the arrival. And then looking at the departure, this one actually stays until 20 past. I cannot get this departing at the exact same time, because that is not going to work. What I could do is get this to depart a minute before, because it is going to be stopping in West Mersey. And then at West Mersey we can have it stop for a little bit to allow the express train to overtake it. So that's going to be 20 past though. That isn't going to work. That isn't going to work at all. Because that is an identical departure time. Although it would still be waiting. Theoretically, that would still wait. So, this is going to be an interesting one. I think some adjustments will be required going forward. Let's now look at this. We've got, let's say, 5 minutes there. So this is a 25 minutes past the hour arrival and a 26 minutes past the hour departure. After that, we have 7 minutes to Berwick-upon-Tweed. So we'll go ahead and add that in as a 33 minutes past the hour arrival. And again, we seem to have lined up with the express train that is at that point becoming a stopping service. But I think that should be okay, because what we could do is we could have this departing, and for the first time I'm going to do this, have this departing at 34 minutes past the hour and 30 seconds. That should give enough time for the express train to get out of the way. In fact, we could probably do pretty much the same here. Just give it that little bit of time to be able to do that. Okay, then we're going to Ollerton. This one is not going to matter, so that's a 4 minutes or 5 minutes once again. So we're going to say, at this point, I am going to just bring it back to round numbers. I'm just going to say that's 5 minutes. So we're going to say arrival at 40 and departure at 41. Back to Berwick-upon-Tweed, and that's going to take another 5 minutes. So that's going to be 46, going to 47, sorry. And again, I need to match this with the return journey on Berwick-upon-Tweed. We do have trains leaving at 42 and 45 and a train arriving at 46, so we should be perfectly okay. We have West Mersey once again, so we have 7 minutes there, so that's going to be 54 over to 55. We'll go back to Ely again, just checking arrival times at Ely. We do have something arriving at 56 minutes past the hour, but otherwise we seem to be okay. So that's 4.5 minutes there. We'll give it a 5 minutes. So we have at 0, and then we shall depart at 1. Maxfield is again going to be 4 minutes, but I'm going to give it 5 just in case for now. So we shall go for 6 minutes past the hour to 7 minutes past, and now I have to check Maxfield on the return. We have one at 3 minutes past the hour and 4 minutes, so we are clear there. And then Carnforth is going to be apparently at the moment 7 minutes. I do not think that is going to be 7 minutes. I think it's going to be the 4 minutes going back. So, oh, this should be 4 minutes. Got that wrong. That's 4 minutes. Then we shall go another 4 minutes, so that should be 10 past the hour, going over to an 11 minutes past the hour departure. Once again, I've got to check. We have an 11 minutes past the hour arrival on the express train with a 12 minutes past the hour departure, so we are okay. What that does mean, though, is that this is going to be a little bit awkward. And the reason being is that that's going to now take another 4 minutes to get to Bracknell, which means it is going to be there at 1/4 the hour. If it's there at 1/4 the hour, we've got a train leaving at 23 minutes past the hour. That isn't going to work. So realistically, we probably want to hold a train somewhere. But anywhere we hold a train is going to have an impact. Or we can attempt the 8-minute frequencies. That's the other thing we could attempt. We could attempt to make an 8-minute frequency, because overall it's 64 minutes, isn't it? I could get it to hold. I could get it to hold at Berwick-upon-Tweed for an extra minute, and then get it to hold. So that would add 2 minutes to the departures, and then I could get it to hold at Early for an extra minute. That would add 4 minutes in total. If I had 4 minutes in total, that could bring that up to the correct time. So realistically, if everything is at 10 minutes, 4 minutes in total as a hold. Or do we want to hold in Early? No, I doubt Early's the place to hold. Although we could, because there are no trains really in the way. 19 minutes past, 20 minutes past and 30 seconds. That is not a reasonable place to hold. 33, okay. Let's try this. 35:30. Add an extra minute to all of these. Add an extra minute to all of these. Actually, add another minute there. Add an extra 2 minutes to this. And then that should be arriving just as one of the trains are leaving, unless I were to hold it here for 2 minutes, in which case, is that going to be okay for Maxfield? I think that is. Okay, that could work. And then that means that it's going to arrive at 18 minutes past the hour. Arriving at 18 minutes past the hour, it is then going to sit there and depart at 23 minutes past the hour. I think that could work. So the first thing we need to do is we need to add 10 minutes to these. So let's try this with all with 10-minute increments. So we'll do that. In fact, let's add a few. So we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just add 6 on each of these. In fact, I can just put the numbers in, then add 6. 13, 22, 23, 32, 33, 42, 43, and I bet you this is all going to start going wrong. I know there's going to be 30 somewhere, but 52, 53. Now, comparing all of those times, are there any times here that clash with Bracknell at the moment with the express route? And the answer is no. At the moment, we are all okay, which means that theoretically, Carnforth, Maxfield and Early should all be okay. It's when it comes down here that things could change just a little. So let's go 17, 18, 27, 28, 37, 38, 47, 48, 57 and 58. Next one is going to be 23, 24, 33, 34, 43, 44, 53, 54, 3, 4. There we go, that's locked done. Next one, why is that out? Oh, it's because of the 30. That's what it is. This is going to be 29, 30, 39, 40, 49, 50, 59 on the hour. 9 minutes past, 10 minutes past, with a 30-second departure on each of these. 30, 30, 30, 30, and 30. There we go. Okay. West Mersey, that's too many. There we go. Let's have a look. We are going to have, again, it's just 10-minute additions to each of these, because everything is 10 minutes offset. So it's going to be 35, 36, 45, 46, 55, 56, 5 past, 6 minutes past, quarter past, 16 minutes past. Next one, this is going to be 43, quarter to, 53, 5-2, 3 minutes past, 5 minutes past, 13 minutes past, quarter past, 23 minutes past, 25 past. Next set, 51, 52, 1 minute past, 2 minutes past, 11 minutes past, 12 minutes past, 21 minutes past, 22 minutes past, 31 minutes past, that's going to go somewhere, 31 minutes past, 32 minutes past. Back to Berwick upon Tweed we go. This is going to be 58 minutes past, a minute 2, 8 minutes past, 9 minutes past, 18 minutes past, 19 minutes past. I sound like one of those train announcers. The next train will be calling at 28 minutes past the hour. 39 minutes past. Oh no, that's 38 minutes past. That was a mistake. 39 minutes past. We're getting there. We're certainly getting there. A few to go. Then we are going to have 6 minutes past. 7 minutes past. 16 minutes past. 17 minutes past. 26 minutes past. 27 minutes past. 36 minutes past. 37 minutes past. 46 minutes past. 47 minutes past. 12 minutes past. 14 minutes past. 22 minutes past. 24 minutes past. 32 minutes past. 34 minutes past. 42 minutes past. 42, not 24. 42 minutes past. 44 minutes past. 52 minutes past. 54 minutes past. Back towards Macclesfield. I have a feeling some of these are going to collide, so I'm going to have to double check them. 18 minutes past. 19 minutes past. 28 minutes past. 29 minutes past. 38 minutes past. 39 minutes past. 48 minutes past. 49 minutes past. 58 minutes past. 59 minutes past. 23 minutes past. 24 minutes past. 33 minutes past. 34 minutes past. 43 minutes past. 44 minutes past. 53 minutes past. 54 minutes past. 3 minutes past. And 4 minutes past. Okay, so that is the entire route done. Now to double check these times against the times I have for the express service. So, at Bracknell, we have nothing getting in the way. We are okay. At Carnforth, we should have nothing getting in the way. We are indeed okay. At Macclesfield, we have nothing getting in the way. We are okay. At Early, we have nothing getting in the way. Nothing getting in the way. We are okay. We do have things departing 30 seconds after the other train, but that should be perfectly fine. At West Mersey, nothing is going to get in the way anyway. The next one is going to be Berwick. At Berwick, we have nothing getting in the way. Going back to Berwick, we also have they're close, but nothing quite gets in the way there either. Back to Early, therefore nothing should be getting in the way on the return journey. And indeed, nothing does. Macclesfield. Okay, things would have if at Early I didn't add an extra minute on the stop, so there we go. And then back to Macclesfield and Carnforth, that should be perfectly fine. Let's put this in action. And let's get rid of 2 trains. You. Depot yourself. And, who are you? Turn you around to depot yourself? Can I turn you around? Do I have the ability to turn you around? Probably not. Let's go check if there's another train here. Who are you? No, you're not one. You're not one. You're not one. Okay, we shall just have to wait for another train to be on its way. You? No, you're the express. You're okay. What's you waiting for? Ha! You. Go depot yourself. Okay, now let's go ahead and fast forward, and that should sort out times, and timing should now be a thing. Good time for the autosave again. That's 2 episodes in a row where the autosave has actually come at a better time. You are waiting. Are you waiting? Let's have a look at the timetable again to ensure. So you are going to be waiting until... You're not going to wait, are you? I need you to wait. So we have to start one train off on the wait, because otherwise everything is going to go wrong. We have to ensure that this train waits until about 10 past, and well, actually until 13 minutes past, because it's trying to leave the station already. And that should then start getting the rest of the trains doing what they need to do. So we'll start from this one train. That train's already in the right spot. That one there is already in the right spot, so that's good. This train is waiting until 10:30. Yeah, I think that one is waiting for that. So that is good. I'll have to figure out which trains are going to be ending up waiting for what. This one is clearly out of sync, so we need to ensure that we get that one at in the correct spot. If I let this one go now, it is just going to sit there, and it is just going to sit in Carnforth for a while, which should be perfectly fine. There's no harm in that happening. I just now need to determine which train is where. So there's a train that's just arrived in Macclesfield. You're okay. You're on time, I think. I think you are on time, because you're going to depart at 14 minutes past. So you're fine. So your train, let's say, you're that timetable. This train behind you is that timetable. The train on its way to West Mersey, we have to figure out what timetable that is on. Where is that train? Is that you? That's you. You are going to arrive at West Mersey at 15:15. No, you're not. You're late. Which timetable are you on? Okay, I think you're on the 15:15 timetable. There's one on its way to Ollerton right now. Which timetable are you on? Because if you're on the wrong one... Is that you? That's you. You're going to arrive at Ollerton... Okay, so you're going to be the 21 minutes past. Okay, so we have 1, 2... Oh, that one's just arrived at Bracknell. I need to know what that one is on too. That one could be the third one. Yeah, 20, 22, 23. So we have one for the 22, 23. So we have 1, 2, 3 columns done. This one at Ollerton has got here for that one, so that column is done. Did I say we had the end column done as well? So 1, 2, 3. The end column is also complete, I believe. This column is done here, so it's this one. This train here arriving at West Mersey, I'm hoping, makes that column. It should. Where is it? There it is. That should make that column. Okay. I think we may have just got ourselves a working timetable for this entire route, which is pretty cool. That's pretty good going, I would say. I would say that is pretty good going. Now, one of the things I do need to do is get these to perhaps take different lines, different platforms. Should the timing not work. So that arrives at 25 past. This one's going to arrive a minute later. That one has just pulled in. So then there should be a train coming up behind it. In fact, there it is, waiting in traffic. Which is not ideal because that will slow it down. Okay, that is not ideal. That is really not ideal. What I could do, I'm not sure if this is really going to help, but what I could do here at West Mersey is give it alternative platforms should it need it. So if the platforms are full, jump onto another platform. That could help. That could certainly help. And I could probably do the same for those trains, but I'm not going to right now. Okay. We have now got a much clearer indication as to trains and times. There's an express train just as that train has left. Wait, what's that train supposed to leave? Early. 31 minutes past. Yes, there it is. That train was supposed to leave as this train arrived at 32 minutes past and is going to sit here until 35 minutes past. Things are looking good. This train here is going to wait until, what, 33 minutes past? No, 34 minutes past. Right. 34 minutes past, perhaps. Return journey, there it is. Yep, 34 minutes past. I've got the circular on opposing lines if it needs to be. So hopefully that doesn't get in the way of any other trains, which it does not seem to be. Now that train's about to go, that train's about to go, but if I've got these two correct, the circular train should be stopping. Surely that should be stopping. Yes, I thought so. To let the express train go past. So obviously the express train has a lower acceleration, but this does actually work. Now I still may need to four-track all of this at some point, but this is all working as you would expect, because you've got the commuter service, you've got the express service, the stopping commuter service, and then you've got a lower priority commuter service. There goes those two trains. I am surprised that this is working quite as well as I figured. I've managed to make this work. Generally, this is not something I tend to do, especially on a first attempt. Yes, perhaps if I had tried this 6 or 7 times, I may have come up with a suitable pattern, but not on a first attempt. So you're going to stop. If there's a train behind you, there is, but that's going to take a while. Well, come on. There we go. No, that's another set. Okay. They need to be sorted out as well. They're quite close to each other. So that is something that is going to require sorting. That's fine. That is perfectly okay. And that train was waiting for this train because of the single track. That has worked out in my favour as well. That has very much worked out in my favour. And you've got this train that has stopped here, which is, again, these are too close. These are far too close. There's no way for me to cross lines though. To take the other line. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and take a screenshot for this one. For this episode, because I think we have pretty much reached the end of this episode. Oh dear. These trains need a little bit of work, I'd say. Yeah, I'd say these trains do need a bit of work. Timetabling part 2. Should probably do that. There we go. That could be a decent screenshot. And I'm going to end the video there. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you can do so at www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. And also you can find me on social media at ECGadget LP on Instagram and potentially Twitter for now. Lastly, do go check out my Discord server, link in the description box below. Feel free to join and jump into the lounge. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series, where for now we are going to leave the timetables as they are, and I think it's about time we started working a little bit more. It's been some time since I've done some farmland work, so let's work a little bit more on the farms. And then start looking at. I really want to focus on freight for a while. So that is what I should be doing next. As I said, that is all from me. Thank you, and I shall see you next time.